feels like you're the only one here. I don't like nobody but you, baby.
Michelle Thorland, 22, representing Laguna.
Everyone, I don't like nobody but you, baby, yeah. Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. Oh, yeah, yes, I don't care as long as you just hold me there. You can take me anywhere. Making me feel like I'm loved by somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah.
Patricia Shirley Santos, 26, Daraga Albay.
I'm at a party I don't wanna be there, and I don't ever wear a suit and tie. Wondering if I can sneak out the back. Nobody's even looking me in my eye. Let me take my hand, finish my drink, say, shall we dance? Hell yeah. You know I love you, did I ever tell you? You make it better like that. Don't think I fit in at this party. Everyone's got so much to say. Yeah. I always feel like I'm nobody. Who wants to fit in anyway? Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel maybe I am.
Mary Dana Zaida na seleksyon, 18, City of Manila.
My baby, yeah. Cause I don't care as long as you just hold me near. You can take me anywhere. You're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. We at a party we don't wanna be at. Trying to talk but we can't hear ourselves. Cause you listen and kiss and make back. But all these people all around cripple with anxiety. But I'm so despair I'm supposed to be. You know what? It's kinda crazy cause I really don't mind.
Asher Gutierrez, 24 years old, Taguig City.
Everyone's got so much to say. Oh yeah. When we walked in I said I'm sorry. But now I think that we should stay. Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause I don't care as long as you just hold me near. You can take me anywhere.
Maria Katrina Legado, 21, Taguig City.
I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. No, I don't like nobody but it feels like you're the only one here. I don't like nobody but you, baby. I don't care. I don't like nobody but you. I hate everyone. I don't like nobody but you, baby. Yeah, cause I don't care when I'm with my baby. Yeah, all the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody.
Sheila Marie Reyes, 24, Valenzuela City.
Yes, I don't care as long as you just hold me near. You can take me anywhere. You're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby. I'm at a party I don't wanna be at, and I don't ever wear a suit and tie.
Jenna Macero, 19, Subic Zambales.
Let me take my hand, finish my drink, say, shall we dance? Hell yeah. You know I love you, did I ever tell you? You make it better like you're the only one here. I don't like nobody but you, baby. I don't care. I don't like nobody but you. I hate everyone here. I don't like nobody but you, baby. Yeah, 'cause I don't care. When I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah.
And the Linguna 21 sa Gig City.
I'm at a party I don't wanna be at, and I don't ever wear a suit and tie. Wondering if I can sneak out the back. Nobody's even looking me in my eye. You can take my hand, finish my drink.
Casey Banks, 24, Mandaluyong City.
Don't think I fit in at this party. Everyone's got so much to say. Yeah, I always feel like I'm nobody. Who wants to fit in anyway? 'Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. 'Cause I don't care as long as you just hold me near. You can take me anywhere. You're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody.
Or a Shazday 20 or more.
My baby, yeah. We at a party we don't wanna be at. Tryna talk but we can't hear ourselves. Pictureless or other kiss on my back. With all these people all around, crippled with anxiety. But I'm so this way I'm supposed to be. You know what? It's kinda crazy 'cause I really don't mind. Can you make it better like that? Don't think we fit in at this party. Everyone's got so much to say. Oh yeah, yeah. When we walked in, I said I'm sorry. But now I think that we should stay. 'Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah. Oh.
Rose Matlangsakay, 20, Philip Community of Los Angeles.
I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause I don't care as long as you just hold me near. You can take me anywhere. You're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. No, I don't like nobody but you. It's like you're the only one here. I don't like nobody but you, baby. I don't care. I don't like nobody but you. I hate everyone here. I don't
Shannon Christie Kerber 22, Cubao, Nueva Ecija.
things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. Oh, yeah, yes, I It's like you're the only one in me. I don't like nobody but you, baby. I don't care. I don't like nobody but you. I hate everyone here. I don't like nobody but you, baby. Yeah, 'cause I don't care when I'm with my baby. Yeah, all the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby. Yeah. I'm at a party I don't wanna be at, and I don't ever wear a suit and tie. Yeah. Wondering if I can sneak out the back. Nobody's even looking me in my eye. When you take my hand, finish my drink, say, shall we dance? Hell yeah. You know I love you, did I ever play? You make it better like that. Don't think I'm fitting at this party. Everyone's got so much to say. Yeah. I always feel like I'm nobody. Who wants to fit in? 'Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby. Yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby. Yeah. 'Cause I don't care as long as you just hold me near. You can take me anywhere. You're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby. Yeah. We at a party we don't wanna be at. Trying to talk but we can't hear ourselves. She needs her other kiss on my back. But all these people all around, crippled with anxiety. But I'm so this where I'm supposed to be. You know what? It's kinda crazy 'cause I really don't mind. You make it better like that. Don't think we fit in at this party. Everyone's got so much to say. Oh yeah, yeah. When we walked in, I said I'm sorry. But now I think that we should stay. 'Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby. Yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause I don't care as long as you just hold me near. You can take me anywhere. You're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby. Yeah. No, I don't like nobody but you. It's like you're the only one in me. I don't like nobody but you, baby. I don't care. I don't like nobody but you. I hate everyone here. I don't like nobody but you, baby. Yeah, 'cause I don't care when I'm with my baby. Yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby. Yeah. Oh yeah, yes, I don't care as long as you just hold me near. You can take me anywhere. You're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby. I'm at a party I don't wanna be at, and I don't ever wear a suit and tie. Yeah. Wondering if I can sneak out the back. Nobody's even looking me in my eye. Can you take my hand, finish my drink, say, shall we dance? Hell yeah. You know I love you, did I ever play? You make it better
gentlemen, our 40 candidates for Miss World Philippines 2019. Alam mo, I can already tell this is gonna be a strong batch.
Yes, definitely. There's a lot of gorgeous girls who, of course, have their respective advocacies. And have you guys picked your favorite choices for the Miss World Philippines 2019 crown? Because I'm sure that our keen pageant watchers are already going to give out today. And naalala ko yan last year when I joined. I was waiting, to be honest, aaminin ko yan, I was waiting kung ano yung naging performance ko for the press presentation. But girls, just relax, enjoy your time in this journey, and just continue being yourself.
Yeah, sa akin napaka-fresh pa, so still here. So to all our media guests, please feel free to approach our mics and don't forget to mention your name and media affiliation.
Alright, to all of our media friends, please let us know who has any questions. Don't be shy. We have 40 beautiful, lovely ladies waiting for your questions.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Norris for within the worldwide. I'd like to ask number 20. Okay, ladies, from the 6 titles state this year, so what would you like to win?
Well, I do have my hopes on the Miss World crown. I really love the ideals that the Miss World organization holds, and I believe that my advocacy and the things that I believe in are aligned with the organization.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for that question. As most of you have known, I have a lot of pageant experience for the past 2 years, and it has dawned to me that I'm very passionate for my purpose, and that is to serve other people. And I believe that Miss World is also aligned with that. So I really want to win the Miss World crown and hopefully bring the second crown to the Philippines. Thank you.
I'd like to ask number 34 and 37. Same question, girls. What is your advocacy in line with that you can use as your platform for this pageant?
Thank you, Sylvia Tadao. First of all, my advocacy, I didn't start it for the sake of Miss World pageant. Actually, I started it last year, which is my very down moment of my life. It was called CORE, the CORE. The CORE stands for Creative Orientation Relating to Education, which we take care of the children or the youth who was abused by rape and drugs addict. I believe this kind of platform can really help me to raise the flag and awareness for those children and for those youth, because as we all believe that youth is the key to success, and we have to really help them and focus on them because somehow their voices cannot be heard. Thank you.
Hello, magandang hapon po. I am representing the city of Mandaluyong. So for the Miss World Philippines pageant, I am working with the city, and our target is on the issue of teenage pregnancy. We have right now counseling and case management seminars working with our barangay and health centers because we want these teen moms to come back to reality after giving birth. Because based from my experiences with close friends, I know how hard it is to carry a child for 9 months, and how do I go back to society? How do I face people? So that's what we're targeting, the solution to what happens after teenage pregnancy. Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck, girl. One more girl, please. Ellie Day. Same question.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Thanks for being here today. As you may know, if you saw my intro video, I talked about my autoimmune disease, which is alopecia. And of course, that was my first time coming out about it. But prior to that, I had done a lot of research onto how we can improve the system because I got it a year ago and I didn't know how to deal with it. Looking online, there wasn't much, especially in the Philippines. Imagine how cancer was 45 years ago. It wasn't all over the news. People weren't open about it. That's where autoimmune diseases are right now. And I want to work with everyone that has autoimmune diseases and to get people to accept it just like cancer is. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, girls. I'm Frankie Canamaru from Pageant A. I'd like to call in number 1, 20, 21, 40, and 18, please. Thank you, girls. And my question is, what can you contribute to the Miss World Philippines organization and why? Anyone can start.
As a collective group of incredible women who stand here before you, I think all of us can, of course, contribute something to the Miss World organization. If you've watched all our introduction videos, you know that we all have advocacies. We all have something we're passionate about. We're all also, I would like to say, incredibly successful, whether we're still in school or whether we're working or working on our future dreams. Personally, what I can bring to the Miss World organization is definitely dedication. I would say I'm a perfectionist. So when I do something, I want to give my 100%, and I don't like not finishing a job in the most perfect way that I can.
And I believe that there's nothing more beautiful than the organization's motto, which is beauty with a purpose. And I personally know how long and how eager people have waited for me to join the pageant. And I never really dreamed of being a beauty pageant or a beauty queen. But what really gets to me with Miss World is that the purpose that they make, the values that they uphold. And that's the kind of person I want to be. I want to be a person of influence. I want to lend a hand to people that can't stand. You know, my advocacy is mental illness and autism. And I've had to live with that with my whole life. And I know so many people around this world suffer with instances like this. And I personally took up psychology because I wanted to help those that are very close to me and those that are very close to my heart. And I believe that, you know, with those values and with that dedication to do good, I believe that I can really, really help to serve the motto of Miss World, which is beauty.
So for me, I can contribute for Miss World is that by continuing their legacy, beauty with a purpose, and also inspiring others that pageant is not just about pageant, beauty with a purpose. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Even before joining the pageant, I've always been active with certain charities, like Child House. I worked with them for 9 years, and even as a child, I've always been active in giving my toys to kids at Children's Hospital. But you can only do so much as an artist. That's why it's really, really beautiful that a beauty pageant would have such a positive impact on society, which is beauty with a purpose. So what I can contribute is encouragement. That number one, we shouldn't let our fears become bigger than our dreams. and we shouldn't be afraid to strive for perfection, because although we'll never achieve it, but it will help us push our limits. And then lastly, we shouldn't be afraid to love and to accept the love. You can do great things through love, and love always wins.
Hello everyone, hello Tita Frankie. I've always believed that pageants is a celebration of women, beautiful women, not just physically, but also in their mind and in their heart. So what I believe that I can contribute to the Miss World organization is more than just continuing the legacy of beauty with a purpose. It's changing the notion that Miss World Philippines is a second-class pageant in the Philippines. That's all, thank you.
Hi, I'm Adam Hinata from Sash Factor. I would like to call contestants number 4, Graisa Perez, and number 23, Vanessa May Walters. I have individual questions for you. Graisa, this is your second time to join Miss World Philippines. Do you think this is the riskiest you have done in your life? And for Vanessa, you're one of the youngest contestants here in Miss World Philippines. Do you think age will hinder you in achieving a crown in this year's pageant?
Good evening, everyone, or good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, so it is my second time joining. I joined back in 2017. I was the first princess, and I think what was amazing during my time was that it really opened my eyes in terms of how much I can do within my community, within the community. And I saw that within my sisters. I saw how much they contributed. And it really inspired me to really focus and to join again. That is the reason why I'm back. I believe in what the Miss World organization embodied. They embody beauty with a purpose. You know, I've been working with a foundation called Philippine Foundation for Breast Care, PASUSO, and I work closely with breast cancer patients. I'm a strong advocate for breast cancer because my mother was diagnosed. And I realized how important and how much influence we have as beauty queens. And for me, that is something beautiful and very powerful. And the fact that I'm here today, I am very proud and I'm so thankful for the opportunity to represent my province, Bohol, and to show what I have and what I can really showcase. So thank you so much for the opportunity, and I'm ready.
Hi, thank you for that question. During my life, I've always gone through some type of an experience that has taught me to be the woman that I am today. During last year, in my last year of year 12, my father had just passed away and had been severely murdered. And it had taught me a lot about what it's like to be someone who's not heard in the society, someone who cannot be heard from what other people think of you, and being taught by my mother to be independent, to be irrational when you need to be self-caring, selfless, loving, and kind is pretty much the best way to love one another. And I feel as though that maturity does not hinder the way people perceive you in beauty pageants. It's more on how you think of yourself and how you identify your character, your values, your religion, your culture, your tradition, and the way you implement that through other people and the way you inspire them every day. Thank you.
Can I call Kaisha Chua and Patricia Tan? Hi girls. You both come from Filipino-Chinese background. Do you think joining Miss World Philippines is some sort of self-empowerment?
First, I myself, since my family is Chinese, I have been imposed by so many limitations since I was young, and even joining the pageant, they don't want me to join pageant.
because it is something that they think that showing off my body is something that they don't like. But in that way, I feel this kind of self-empowerment. I don't want to live a life or me as a person to be a mediocre. It is inevitable to everyone that we seek for something more in life. So I stand here today, taking the risk, taking a step, hoping, praying, and aiming. Thank you.
Hello. Not everyone knows about this, but I am not Chinese by blood because I am an adopted daughter of my father, and I really am very thankful for that step that he took because even though I am not really Chinese, he brought me up to be a strong, independent woman. And I think, regarding your question, I think I'm not representing just the Filipino Chinese community, but every strong Filipino woman. And I think that joining pageant, it's really a good and the best platform for us to share our advocacies. And for me, that is animal welfare development. And for everyone here who are fur parents, I really want to strengthen the Animal Welfare Act here in the Philippines, and I really do hope that we make it to the higher authorities that they can help us.
Hi girls, I'm Paul Tirotalo, candidate 41. I'd like to call the teens, candidate 32, 28, and 23. And the ones, no, yung mga nagpapresenta dyan. Yeah, and 23. My question is, as a team, what can you teach your big sisters?
For me, I'm still at that adolescent stage in my life, and during my experience, like I've said before, there's nothing much more to offer to other women but my femininity and also my masculinity that makes men and women want me even more, and that can even inspire other people to love in any other way, through chemistry, through physics, through schooling, education. And I think it's just more about offering and familiar offerings about family and our culture and where we have come from in our past life. Thank you.
We're very similar that we're both masculine and feminine.
Hello po. I think that I can teach my sisters as I do. I am always thankful of having them because knowing that I am a part of family, which I am the youngest, and here also, I am very thankful and grateful to have 39 other sisters and have another set of family. And I think that I can teach my sisters to be thankful because being thankful will lead you into learning, because learning is a lifelong experience. And I think that it is a good experience for us to learn about new things into someone and to learn new experiences into someone who is younger than you. I can give them my experiences, and I think that it is a good idea to share experiences so that we can learn from each other. Thank you.
Who was that? Your trainer.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for the question. So something I believe I could teach my bigger sisters is that being 19, I am a millennial, so we are known to be always on our phones, always very attentive to technology, and that's something I really would like to not be so attached to, just because I really want to be able to capture everything in a moment, really take a hold of everything that we are having, every memory, holding on to every little thing. So that's something I would want to teach my older sisters, all my sisters here, is to really just enjoy all of our time together, enjoy all of our time, because I am an overseas candidate as well. So enjoying this time with everyone here is just quite memorable to me. Thank you.
Now I'd also like to call out 8 girls. The girls from the overseas community, so 26, 39, and number 8. Please. Oh, and 33. What is the best part of being a Filipino?
Lower box.
I think the best part of being Filipino is definitely the community. I'm half European and half Asian, so I'm Filipino. And I grew up in a strong Filipino community back home in Southern California, and it always felt like everybody was so welcoming. It felt like everybody was always family, and that's kind of why I wanted to come to the Philippines to represent Philippines, because I feel like I just idealize the way that we are as a people so much.
Well, as you said, I'm actually also from Southern California. I'm representing Los Angeles. And just coming from that kind of community, it has allowed me to become proud of being a Filipino, to be able to show the world that we are amazing people, and that we are so empowered, and how we carry ourselves is what makes us different from any other ethnicity out there. So yeah.
I as well grew up in Southern California, to be exact, in San Diego. I was actually raised in a very Filipino community, and I noticed that while growing up in California, Californians are very proud to be Filipinos, and they really embrace it in Southern California just because they really want to be welcoming and accepting to everyone, just because there's not a lot of Filipinos out there. And coming from such a strong community is something I'm very proud of. I've learned to be such a strong Filipino woman raised by my mother, so I'm so thankful for that. And I'm so thankful to be here and represent and show that I am a strong Filipina.
Hi, my name is Kalia Rivera Patel, and I am also from California, representing my mother's hometown of Olongapo City, proudly. Growing up in the U.S., I never thought that I was different from the Filipinos here in the Philippines. I had the greatest opportunity to be exposed to both American and Filipino culture, and thanks to my grandmother, she instilled the spirit of the Filipino throughout my entire life. And so I want to show that we are here today because no matter where we are in the world, either abroad or here in the Philippines, we are just as equally passionate to bring pride to the Philippines. Thank you.
Good afternoon, I'm Robert from Manila Bulletin. Candidates number 8, 9, and 10. Just one question. 8, 9, and 10. Number 8, 9, and 10. Okay, just one question. What is your advice to people who are being bullied or those who are subjected to body shaming? What is your advice?
As someone who already experienced body shaming, I think, you need to be strong and just ignore these bullies. They mean nothing to your life. They do not control you, and you need to just block them, delete them, do whatever you need to do because they don't run you. You live your life how you want to live it.
So as for me, my advice for those who are bullied and to those who experience body shaming is to firstly embrace who you truly are. You have to know yourself. You have to accept who you are. You don't have to listen to these people. You have to know your values, and as long as you remain kind and you stick to your goals, then nothing can stop you from being successful in life.
I think for the longest time, I've always questioned if I truly loved myself. But then after joining pageants and coming here to the Philippines to show you who I truly am, I realized that it does not matter what other people think of you, it's what you think of yourself. It's the character, your character and the trials that you go through that you should be proud of yourself. And that in itself is a reward. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. Ang bobongga ng mga candidates, mga tatalino, para mga honor student. I just have one question for number 40, Shannon.
By the way, I'm Attorney Ton of DZRH News Television. My question for Shannon, you don't have a mic. If the government will appoint you as ambassador of peace, what step are you going to do to have a good relationship with the Chinese government?
As an ambassadors of peace for the Philippine government, I think it's very important that we have to understand the relationship between the Philippines and the Chinese, and that goes as deep as their traditions, their cultures, but as I am a history major also, their histories, they're two different histories, because if we study their histories, we can find similarities. We can find similarities with their tradition, with our culture, and through the similarities that we can find, that's how we can bring about a better and more peaceful relationship, because that would bring understanding. If the two countries understood each other better, if the two nationalities understood each other better, then I really believe that there can be a peaceful relationship, and it can be a productive relationship as well for both nations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm from Titas of Fashion. I would like to ask number 6, number 15, Kelly and Casey. Good afternoon, girls. So, Filipinos are generally known to have a good command in English, and Filipino pageant fans can be very nitpicky when we have representatives who aren't so great with grammar, who aren't so great with pronunciation. But what I want to know this afternoon is, what is your take on representatives who have difficulty speaking or even understanding the language of the country you are representing?
Okay, I'll start. I got a mic. I came to the Philippines 4 years ago, and I didn't know a word of Tagalog. I grew up, went to a British curriculum school, an international school, but there was only me and one guy that were Filipino in my school. So I didn't embrace the culture growing up, but 4 years ago when I came here, I got thrown into Tagalog class because I wanted to be an artista. And I put in so much effort because it really did help me understand the culture. It broke that communication barrier between me and the audience that I was working for. And it really helped to get my messages across, helped me to act and all of that. But I think as a pageant beauty queen, your actions speak louder than your words. So the language doesn't matter. Thank you.
Question. I think that we should respect whichever language they want to use on an international stage, because if they are not that confident to speak English but they're proud to be Filipinos representing the Philippines wearing that sash across their heart, then they may proudly use Tagalog, because I think it's actually an advantage, because most foreigners are not aware of what the Filipino language sounds like. So take that as an advantage and never feel like it's a step backward and you're pulling yourself down because you're not competing amongst these beautiful women because you're not speaking in English. Because based on history, there are women who proudly represent their countries using their native tongue. So there is nothing wrong and to be ashamed of. So, proud tayo Pinoy!
Hi, thank you for your question. I really don't think language should matter. Like, of course, you're representing the Philippines. Like, you should be able to speak some type of Tagalog or English. It doesn't really matter. And like Kelly, I came here about 4 years ago, and I absolutely didn't know any Tagalog until I moved here, and I've slowly been learning. But to represent the country, I think it is important to know at least a little bit of the language, because also as well, like, you need to know the culture. And for like, when I came here, people would always tell me I'm not Filipino enough. I shouldn't be joining pageants because like I'm not Filipino, but really I am. I'm half. And over time, I've slowly been
developing my skills. Thank you.
So hello everyone. Growing up in the UK, I experienced being bullied considering that I was not knowledgeable enough to speak in English. But you know, there was always be a part of me that I am a proud Filipino. I am a proud Filipino who is raising my voice, not just in the Philippines, but overseas. I think that speaking in English in a beauty pageant does not matter as long as you have it in your mind and in your heart that you're a Filipino and you're confident enough to represent the Philippines into the international pageant. I don't think that there's nothing wrong with speaking in your language or anything like that. Thank you.
Yes.
Jonas uwi na nga eh.
Nothing careless. I would like to ask candidates number 27 and number 33, please.
Yes, 10 pala eh.
Okay, by the way, my name is Jonas from Advocacy Magazine. I would just like to ask or any journalists to comment on this statement. Winning isn't everything. It's just the only thing. It's just an only thing. Winning isn't everything. It's just an only thing.
Winning. Pinahirapan man ito natin.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. I'm Justine Ortega from Manila. So, Sir Jonas, hi. His question was, comment on the statement, winning isn't everything, it's just an only thing. We are here as women who are competing for a title. And yes, we would agree that winning would be an achievement, a goal, a dream come true. But yes, I would also agree that it would not be everything. We only have 6 titles at stake, and right now we are 40, I think, globally and equally competent ladies who are here right now. So I think it's a matter of perspective. Winning will be your goal, but it's being able to accept that whatever journey you have towards winning that goal would be enough to make you a different person after a competition.
First of all, Marhay na Aldao sa Indogabos. I would like to shout out to all my co-Bicolanos, co-Daragueños, and co-Albayanos. Hello po sa inyong lahat, and I'm very happy to be here with you this afternoon. And in regard to that statement, I would have to say that winning isn't everything, but it's the only thing. That's what I heard. And what quickly came to my mind is it's true. Winning isn't everything. But in our life, it's really our purpose. Because for me, winning is learning. And every day, we want to learn something. And when we learn something, we win, no matter what. Thank you.
Repeat.
Hi,
Isang rabi
Curly from Mississauga. This is for the organization. Since there are only 3 teams competing for the title of Miss World Philippines, how would you be choosing the winner? Do they have to be one of the semi-finalists or finalists?
There are only 3 teams, no? So they have to be part of the semi-finalists. And then after that, we'll choose. Actually, the founder and the chairman of the ECHO International will be one of the judges. So I will ask her na lang, who do you think among the 3 will be the best representative for the Philippines? And then we'll just, yun na lang. I see, only 3 lang eh. So siya lang pumili. And then we can ask also the vote also of all the 13 judges, plus her vote. I think that's the best, just to be fair to everyone. Thank you.
Oo nga eh.
I'd like to ask Michelle and Kelly and Isabel. Number 1, 24, and 21. Do you think being actors is an advantage? Do you think mas you have an edge over the other candidates just because you're used to facing the camera?
Actually, Michelle and I have talked about this. We have a pressure in the sense that people expect a lot from us because we're used to being in front of the camera, or we're used to memorizing lines or whatever it might be, talking to people, talking to press. But pageantry for me is like an entire different thing. You change your mindset. You focus on something completely different. And I think that's where the challenge comes from. On top of that, we do have the pressure. But I think that it kind of has pros and cons of being an artista, because yes, we have experience, but also there is a lot of pressure on us. But I think everyone has their own pressures, so I think we all have fair game for everyone.
Well, like Kelly said, I mean, it does have its own pros and cons, but honestly, we're in a room full of beautiful and talented people. We have nurses, we have lawyers, and we all go through the same type of training. We all go through different steps for the journey to be Miss World or to have one of the other crowns. And yes, it's kind of hard because you're put under the spotlight and you have certain expectations that are put on your head, not only being an artista, but my family members as well. They're very good and very well known in the pageant industry, and that adds an extreme amount of pressure on my head. And actually, it's one of those reasons why I've been hesitant to join, because I feel like, well, prior to this, I felt like I wasn't good enough. But what the pageantry has taught me is that besides being an artista and besides having all of these expectations, it's really, like one of the other girls mentioned, it's really about the journey. It's really about what you can take from everything. So although being an artista has its slight advantage with publicity and all of that, I really do believe na pantay lang po yung laban dito.
I believe that it is a fair game. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, and I'm just really grateful for all these beautiful candidates. We're helping each other out, and these are very, very talented. So I think it's a fair game. There are pros and cons, but at the end of the day, we all just have to enjoy, and the people will see that when we're on stage. So thank you all.
One last or
Kay Michelle po, at Ate Isabel Galion. Isang tanong, kung ako pala si Conan, ang tapis ng Conan Daily. Maaari niyo ba kaming bigyan ng isang bagay tungkol sa lungsod o bayan na nire-representa niyo na pinagmamanahin?
Well, prior to moving back here, I was born here in the Philippines, but I was raised in the States. And ever since I moved back here, I've been a Makati girl. I've never known I've never lived anywhere else than Makati. And honestly, even though so many people dislike Makati because of the traffic or because it's always, let's say, magulo, but I love the tenacity of the people that are there. I love the fact that everybody feels so driven. Everybody has their own purpose. Everybody just inspires me. It kind of reminds me of whenever I walk in the streets of New York, where everybody's so passionate about what they do, where everybody really just has their own place, and that they're really fighting for their place. And that's why I really love Makati, and that's why I'm very proud to represent Advocacy. Thank you.
My family lives in Samar. My mom and my grandfather, my great-grandfather lives in Samar, Barangay Samar. But I vote in QC, and I grew up in Quezon City. It's a fun place. All my work is there. It's nearby, and it's a very colorful city, Quezon City. That's why I chose to represent Quezon City.
Questions? Because after this, we will ask all the candidates to go down to the poolside to have more pictures with anyone of them. Habang may araw pa. Group shot. We have more questions.
Group shot. Parang di mag-group shot ba? Oh, thank you. Stop na. Hindi. Kanina nagtataka ako, sabi ko, parang wala na siya sa focus ka rin. Ba't hindi ka naka-focus? Kailangan ko pinapanood ko sa sabi ko, ay, ang tangkat na kung mawala yung ulo yung bahala. Ba't pasok yung ulo mo?
All right, at this point, we'd like to formally close our Q&A segment to give you guys more time for your more personal one-on-one interviews later.
Yes, of course, and we would like to give an opportunity to the National Director, Mr. Arnold Garcia, to give a message.
Pang Julia at pang Paula Sugar.
Hello everyone. My God, it's perfect. I mean, this batch of 2019 Miss World Philippines, everyone has every candidate has a perfect package. Nakikita niyo ba lahat? Di ba? Parang mahihirapan ako makakuha. But matutuwa rin ako because I think this batch will bag all the crowns, all the international crowns, and I can feel it. It's really hard. Even we were talking nga kanina with other former queens. This 2019, it's a perfect. I mean, they're so intelligent, you know, beautiful, with pleasing personality. It's a perfect package. What is the Miss World Philippines, with what Miss World is looking for, and also for the other crowds. So, good luck, girls. Kaya niyan, and just enjoy. Just enjoy your journey. All of you are all qualified. If I can give you all crowns, hindi na yung 6 or 2, 3 or 8 prizes, pwede kong ibigay. But if I can give all the 40 crowns, why not? But we can only choose, you know,
kasi yung isa parang
6
kay
plus 2,
Adam
no?
Henato na.
2 runner-ups.
The Sepang's crown.
I have a strong feeling na siguro baka this time, kung 2017 ba yun? We got from 4, I got the 3 crowns. This time siguro baka yung 6 crowns pakuha natin. This match is really awesome. And I'm very, very happy, and I'm very, thank you Mama Ru for a good job. Thank you to all the queens, former queens, and of course to JB, who's helping Mama Ru to organize this, and to all the members of the staff of Mama Ru and the members of the ALB group of companies. And all the media who are here today, thank you for coming, and please support all of these 40 lovely ladies. They're all deserving to be Miss World Philippines. Thank you.
Thank you, ALB. Girls, before going out, kasi ayoko kayo madulas doon, please go backstage and remove your shoes. Kasi natatakot ako. Okay? Ayaw nga pala, may picture pa sila.
Well, first of all, I would just like to acknowledge the presence of Miss Multinational Philippines, Kimmy Mugbert. She's here with us today.
Isn't she beautiful? Thank you again, ALV and Mama Ru, for all of your efforts. We feel so much love here tonight, and the girls are so lucky to have such a caring team. Also, thank you to everyone who participated, including our fabulous friends from the media. In the meantime, we would like to ask our candidates to stand up once more for more photo ops.
Ang dami nyo naman sa showbiz social.
First, we'll be taking a photo of our beautiful candidates with ALV.
maganda styling niya. So, nagbawas ako.
Again, we'd like to remind everyone to please use our official hashtag MWP2019 for all your social media posts.
Hinarap pa yung kulot eh. Yun na.